How you guys doing? This is 514 Mystic from BookieBullies.com, and this is a little something I like to call the rundown. So I'm just gonna go through all these picks that I got for the day and see what I'm liking, see what I'm not. I'm just seeing this for the first time today, and I'm gonna get right into it. So anyway, starting with the NHL. Got the Chicago Blackhawks. They're going to go up against the Montreal Canadiens. Montreal, in the book that I'm looking at right now, they're paying 45 cents on your buck, so $1.45 to 1. And they got Charlie Lindgren at net. I'm not a fan. I think Charlie Lindgren, he only started a few games in his own respects. He lost all the games, and now he's going to go up against Corey Crawford and the Chicago Blackhawks. I like the Blackhawks here in the situation. I actually like them to win in this spot. Yeah, honestly, at 255 to 1, Montreal shouldn't be such heavy favorites. They still don't have Brendan Gallagher, and again, like I said the other day, you gotta watch out for all these lowly teams. I think they're gonna start getting W's. So I'm gonna go with the Chicago Blackhawks money line in this one. The total, I don't have a play on that. Next, we got the Philadelphia Flyers versus the Blues. The Blues, they're heavy favorites at home. Obviously, Philly's really bad on the road. They racked up a few good wins on the when they got at home, and they're just really bad at home though. They got Binnington at net. Binnington's gonna go up against Brian Elliott. Binnington, he's 22-7-4. Really good guy right now. 40 cents on your buck is not enough. If you're gonna parlay it, maybe I would slip it in there just for a little extra change, but I don't like a play in this game. I would have to take the minus 1.5, and I think that Philly's going to try to change their road swings. And although the Blues are a good team, they allow teams to kind of find some lanes against them. They it's hard to win championships. Anyways. Got the NBA. In the NBA, we got the Detroit Pistons versus the Boston Celtics. Boston, 218.5 is the total. They're heavy favorites, 9.5. Honestly, they should cover the spread. I'm not big on Boston, but they should honestly cover the spread. Detroit is really not that good right now at all. They're going to be without Blake Griffin, and it looks like Andre Drummond, he's going to be out for a while. So no play in that outside of the spread. I like the Celtics minus 9.5. Next, we got the Brooklyn Nets. They're going to be going up against Philly. Philly's at home, 7.5 favorites. 222.5 is the total. Kind of a low amount if you ask me. But in the same time, the reason that it's low like this is because Philly plays good defense when they're at home. Now, they play a better game all around when they're home. Do I like Philly to cover the spread? I should, because Brooklyn is in a back-to-back situation where they just lost against the Bucks. But the under, to me, would seem a little bit more like the way to go. I know Brooklyn is a team that doesn't play much defense. They should probably change that. But in the same time, I think the 76ers, if they really want to keep on dominating the East and winning games and stuff like that, they're going to have to win this game. And I think they're going to have to play defense. So I like the under 222 in this game. Next, we got the Spurs versus the Heat. The Heat, 5.5 favorite. They're at home. 228.5 is the total. I like the over in this game. I like all San Antonio games to go over. They've been hitting threes now. They're trying to win games now. And the Heat, they hit threes. They win games. And they're at home. Really good home team. I like the over in this game. It's screaming over to me. If you could get an additional over, something like 215 or something like that, I would go with that also. I would only go as low as maybe 50 cents on your buck, but 220.5, I like that. Washington versus the Bulls. I'm going to stay away from that game. We got the Pacers versus the Wolves. Pacers, their favorite on the road, 2.5 favorite. Don't take the Wolves for granted. They've been playing really good. They've been playing a very good game. They've been tough, man. They've been giving a lot of teams a hard time. I don't think the Pacers are going to be one of those teams that get a hard time. I think the Wolves are going to get a wake-up call. I think they're going to get spanked today. And I think they're going to realize that, yeah, we're a real D-League team or a G-League team. And, we still got a long ways to go. The Pacers are going to be that team that's going to bring them back down to reality. A lot of these teams have been letting the Wolves take them to the limit. And I'm not saying that they're not good. Don't hold this against me tomorrow if you see the Wolves come out with the victory tomorrow now. But I believe the Pacers are just that much better. And I think that they're going to be able to cover this spread. So give me the Pacers at the spread, that 2.5 to cover against to cover against the T-Wolves. No Karl Anthony Towns, remember. Next, we got the Toronto Raptors. They're going up against OKC. I don't have a play in that game. Very evenly matched, guys, if you ask me. No play in that game. I'm going to have to stay away. 214 is the total. If you like OKC, you're justified in it because they've been really playing a good game. They're trying to crack the playoff spots. They're actually doing really good right now. They're overwhelming a lot of people. So if you like OKC, you're not crazy. If you like Toronto, obviously you have reasons to. Siakam is back. They should get it back together. But mind you, the guy probably is still injured, and he's not like, before he left, he was playing really good, but he's not like a superstar that's going to come back and just dominate all of a sudden. Remember, this guy just started playing really well. He just got an injury, and now he's coming back from injury. They're going to try to implement him right back and pick right back up where he left off. But he's not Kyrie Irving, and he's going to have to prove to me otherwise. So I don't have a play in this game, but I would lean OKC. 214 is the total. I would lean over, but I really don't know how it's going to go still. So it might be really close. No play in that game. Next, we got Charlotte versus Denver. Denver 11.5 favorites. I like Charlotte to cover that spread, but Denver's at home, and they're supposedly a better team at home. I like Charlotte to cover in this spot, but I'm not going to go with it because all those double-digit unders burned me yesterday, and no play in that game. Next, we got Portland versus Houston. Houston gets a chance to rewrite a wrong. They rested Russell Westbrook yesterday. You see, because, you know, I have a trouble doing that anyways. But yeah, yesterday Russell Westbrook got rested, and they lost versus the Grizzlies, who's been really good. And I did tell you guys I had a big lean toward the Grizzlies yesterday. Been giving everybody a hard time, been covering all the T's. And I got Houston to cover tonight, 8.5 versus Portland. Portland is really not that good, but in the same time, Melo is kind of a revenge game for him too. You know what? No play in that game. No play. 237.0 is the total. I just thought about it. This is a revenge spot for Melo too. He might come in with a vengeance to beat this team. Both Russell Westbrook, who was on OKC when he was on the team that didn't want to re-sign him and all that other stuff. Both Houston, you know, because they snubbed them after 9 games not playing them and all that stuff. It'd be I'm very hyped to see. That's probably my circle game of the night. I'm hyped to see how Melo responds to this game, if he's going to shake hands and hug people in Houston. It's going to be like, no play in that game. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Portland pulled out the victory here. Honestly, you know. So I'm not going to, I was going to go 8.5 Houston, but you know what? No play in that game, because honestly, if anything, I'd go Portland bold prediction money line. And you guys know, if you follow me, you know I don't like Portland. I don't bet on Portland since they lost to Golden State. I don't bet on Portland. You guys know this. I tell you, fade Portland, and it's been making money for us. But I feel today Portland money line might be extremely valuable. Next, we got Dallas versus Sacramento. Dallas 4.5 favorites. Sacramento underdogs at home. I like Dallas to cover here, honestly. Dallas just covers all these spreads, and Sacramento ultimately doesn't play the best game that they're supposed to. They do what they got to do, but they're not that hot. Totals at 226.0. It's kind of high. I'm gonna have to stay away from that total. But I like Dallas to cover that spread. And last but not least, we got the Orlando Magic versus the LA Lakers. LA 10.0 favorite against the Magic, who just can't find buckets. 210 is the total. I like the under in this spot. I like the under. I got a lot of plays. But these totals been burning me in the NBA. Like, you know, if you guys are following me, been getting burned a whole lot in the NBA. So, you know, just be wary of that. Feel free to fade or follow. I'll tell you all the time. Because once that winning streak turns around, it's going to be real. And by the way, yesterday wasn't too bad of a day. Just about 50%. Hit a few plays, split a few plays. Basically, like if I had a winner and a total in the game, either one or the other hit. So a lot of those happened, and you know, out of 12 plays, it wasn't that bad. Don't have the numbers in front of me, but it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that great either. Nothing to brag about. Anyways, that's it for me. Before I give you guys the Bookie Bullies rundown, I'd love you guys to go ahead and smash that like button, share, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you're advised anytime I post videos like these. So starting from the top, I got the Chicago Blackhawks money line. I got the Boston Celtics minus 9.5. I got the under 222.5 in the Brooklyn versus Philly game. I got the over 220.5 in the Heat versus the Spurs. I got the Pacers minus 2.5, Dallas minus 4.5, and the under 210.0 in the Lakers versus Orlando game. Those plays will probably be posted on my Twitter if I have the time. I didn't have the time yesterday, so I didn't post that. But anyways, I'll tell you like I tell you all the time. Please don't bet what you can't afford to lose. It's a marathon, it's not a sprint. So be safe, be good, and I'll see you again tomorrow.